different alike. We's different. You ain't the hustling type. We's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel, live and direct, live in effect. Make sure you subscribe to find out what's next. We are here. It is finally going down. It's finally been announced. Something that we all knew was going to happen. The EST of WWE, Bianca Belair versus the boss, Sasha Banks, for the Smackdown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Now, it took 3 weeks to announce it, understood, but we all knew it was coming from a mile away. The minute Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble, we already knew she was going after Sasha, because her going after the Raw Women's Championship made no damn sense, and you know that by logical sense. I know that by logical sense. If you felt differently, then damn, you really wasn't watching. But it is what it is. It's all good. Now, as I really sat here and thought about it, I've come to the conclusion that my prediction is not as solid as it once was. And let me tell you why. See, I had Bianca Belair winning the Smackdown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I felt she was going to walk into that and beat Sasha Banks, boom. Right then and there, she's Smackdown Women's Champion, right? Now, I'm a little bit against that. I feel Bianca Belair might lose at WrestleMania. Now take this as an understanding. Bianca Belair has been on the main roster since last year. It's been pretty much a year since she's been on this main roster. Take a few things into an understanding. She has had, and I want to sit here and say, she has had less than 20 matches on TV. She has less than 20 matches on TV. Also, take this into an understanding. She does not and has not had a pay-per-view match since being on the main roster. Granted, she had that match last Sunday at Elimination Chamber, but that was a tag match. I'm not talking about a tag match. I'm talking about a one-on-one match. She has not had a one-on-one pay-per-view match since getting on the main roster. I know this because I covered 2020 last year. I covered all but 3 pay-per-views. Now, mind you, Bianca Belair didn't appear till after WrestleMania, or pretty much on WrestleMania. So I covered all of that. I know this. And I've watched every single Raw and SmackDown since she's been on the main roster. She has less than 20 matches on TV. That's a little bit of a problem. Because I know how good Bianca is. You know how good Bianca is. So why the hell are you not putting it out there? See, they didn't know what they were doing with her on Raw, which made no sense. She should have been in the Raw Women's Championship picture in some sense. She should at least had a shot or something. But you could barely put the woman on TV, so obviously that wasn't going anywhere. But now she's on SmackDown. She's flourishing. She's pretty much top 2 best on TV. Well, pretty top 3. I'm putting Bayley as top 3 and on SmackDown roster, so that's cool. But this will be Bianca Belair's first pay-per-view match since she entered the main roster, and it's pretty much going to be on the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, depending on what they do with the WWE title. But this match is much bigger than the than the WWE title. I'm telling you that right now. So essentially what happens. Essentially, I think Bianca Belair loses. I essentially think that. Because if you really take Sasha Banks' championship reign into perspective, Sasha Banks has only had one match. Well, two matches with the same person. And that was Carmella. And both those matches, she beat the dog shit out of Carmella. So now it's like, okay, this title reign doesn't mean anything, just like the last 5. Because think about it. She is a 6-time women's champion. A six-time women's champion. And all her title reigns haven't mean a damn thing. Because her first 5, she lost in the first title defense. This is probably her most meaningful title reign because she actually defended the title 3 times and actually won all 3 matches convincingly. But all she's had since this title reign is Carmella. Now, I'm not disrespecting Carmella or anything like that, but I would think you would want more on your resume. I would think you want to put more people in front of Sasha. But the problem is your women's division on SmackDown is so thin that who the hell could you put? Who could Sasha defend against? Nobody. There's no bodies on that roster. Only person is Bayley. That's it. But we've seen that already. And it's too soon to bring it back up again. So you want to give that time, we should revisit that this year. That'll be cool. But right now, Sasha's title reign is meaningless as hell. Because she's only had one person to defend the title against. Other than that, I'm not convinced. So now this match kind of has a little less meaning to it. Even though I know these two are going to put on one hell of a match. This is going to be a fantastic match. I do believe that because these two are amazing. I call this match nothing but black excellence because that's what it is. It's black excellence right in your face. And you know what? It's going to be a main event of WrestleMania Night 1. That's going to make me so much more happier. That black excellence will be showcased in the main event. I appreciate that very much. But when you really dig deep in these two for the last year, what can we really... Was it set up to be fantastic? Or was it set up to just be because it makes sense? Yes. But does it really make sense in reality? Now again, Sasha Banks has come off the best year of her career. This 2020 was the best year of her career. She won the SmackDown. She won the WWE Tag Team Championships again. She won the Raw Women's Championship again. And she finally became SmackDown Women's Champion. She won all 3 belts in 1 year. That is... Nobody's ever done that. Charlotte Flair never did that. Take that to understand. Charlotte Flair is WWE's golden goose. Charlotte Flair never won all 3 titles in one year. Take that into an understanding of this is how good this is how good Sasha Banks was last year. Of course, with her and Bayley, they were literally one of the best things in 2020. So now, when you take this title reign in perspective, Sasha Banks should have had more people she could have defended this championship against. And the reality is there wasn't nobody for her to defend against. And that's becoming my problem. Because what type of women's division do you have? Because take this to an understanding. That's like one of my favorite things to say. Take this to an understanding. If Sasha beats Bianca, what now? And that's probably the thing. Because if Sasha beats Bianca, what then? Do we revisit Bayley after that? Because there's nobody else on the roster that she can defend the title against. Raw is just a tad bit more stacked than SmackDown is. But because Raw is 3 hours, they have to have a little bit more people on their roster. That makes sense. And even then, they don't even use everybody, but that's beyond the point. The point is, with Sasha being the SmackDown Women's Championship, and with there being little or no competition, there's not that many people she can defend the title against. Now, Bianca had all this time to face whoever she could face and get the ball rolling. So far, she's only faced Bayley since being on SmackDown, really. Unless she faced somebody else that I don't... No, she faced Natalya, I believe, right? Natalya, Selena... She faced somebody. But that's the point. She barely's had matches, so what the hell could she really... You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we really say about what Bianca's done? She won the Royal Rumble, which she should have. Everything's happened. So, does Bianca win? Because if Bianca wins, she's going to have... That's the thing. Whoever wins is going to have the same problem. If Bianca wins, what now? Sasha come after you again? You do Bayley again? That's the only two people that make sense. I mean, after that, and then Carmella, but we don't want to see Carmella in another damn championship match. No. There's no point to that. So, what now? You know what I'm saying? What now? I don't know. I had to break this down in my way because I really sat here and I thought to myself, okay, Bianca's going to win, no issues, no problem. Now you really break it down, Bianca may not win. Sasha may win. But what do you do after that? Who does she defend the title against? Again, there's only two people after you beat Bianca that you can defend the title against. It's Carmella, which we don't want to see again. And it's Bayley, which you want to save that for a bigger pay-per-view. Like SummerSlam. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what WWE gonna do. Right now I'm sitting there thinking, damn, this is interesting. It's an interesting dynamic that they got. What are they gonna do? We will see what they do in 1 month. And that's all I got. So until next time, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, you could have been anywhere else, but you were hearing me listening to what I have to say for 13 fucking minutes. So I appreciate that. But it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know how we do, man. I'm posting. I got videos. Again, you will not be bored with what I got. I got Spider-Man Miles Morales coming up soon. Probably in the next week or next couple of days. Still posting that 2K. Still posting that Yu-Gi-Oh! Until I'm finished. You know, I got so much. I got a couple things in the brain. We'll see what things pop up. But until next time, peace, love, one. Here.